Welcome everyone. Hope you're tuning in. So many of you here. Really happy to see you and welcome you to the start and the launch event of the Encode and Mantle Hackathon. A really exciting endeavor in which we'll be starting off today and we'll be going off for the next 4 weeks. To begin with, about Encode Club, we are a Web3 education community and we do all kinds of events. With the basic idea of helping developers learn, build, and forge a career in the Web3 space. We do this with organizing all kinds of events from educational series, hackathons, accelerators, lots of boot camps, and with direct one-on-one help on careers and finding your space in this exciting ecosystem. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Yasin, and I will be the program manager for this hackathon. I will be helping all of you with all your questions, with all your inquiries, and any problems that you might encounter along the way. We've done loads of these hackathons, so we're really well prepared to help all of you with any questions you might have along the way. By the way, these are my contacts. So if you want to reach out directly, either on Discord or on Twitter, feel free to reach out, DM me, and I might be a bit slow on the responses, but I'll make sure to come back to you and help you out. So again, what we do at Encode, we do a lot of educational series. These are kind of like the entry levels of everything that's been happening. That we for like the easiest way to get engaged with the Web3 ecosystem. We do a lot of hackathons, such as this one. Hackathons usually go to accelerators, which are kind of like the upper stage for the best projects that come out of the hackathons. And we do a lot of boot camps for people for all kinds of backgrounds and previous experience to help them out with sharpening up their skills. And in the end, we help all of our participants help them out on recruitment and make sure that they end up in a really exciting company and get involved in building and pushing this ecosystem further. So far, we've had more than 20,000 people engaged with us, with this number growing and growing, and we're really happy to have you involved and push this number even more. As we've said, in the current program, we're doing an exciting hackathon with Mantle, which is going to be going for 4 weeks. 4 weeks of not just building, but also exciting workshops, something that we'll come back to in a bit. But workshops for you to kind of like get to know what the ecosystem is all about and get to know some of the nitty-gritty stuff. And again, then going back to building and hopefully submitting something by the end of the 4th week. Now, I would really like to introduce our head of research and programs at Encode Club, Eomji Park. I'll just quickly add her to. She would really love to share a couple of words with each and every one of you.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
So lovely. So first, greetings to our fantastic sponsor, Mantle, and also incredibly talented hackers who have come together for this hackathon. It's so thrilling to witness such a creative and skilled group of individuals working together and creating extraordinary topics. You will have chance to explore new technologies and engage with the teamwork with other hackers to build exciting projects. A Mantle team and Encode team going to be around helping you going through the finish line. If you have any technical questions, mentors going to be there. If you have any questions around your project ideation, Encode team going to be here taking the one-on-one call with you and also answering your questions through the Discord server. So don't hesitate to step outside of your comfort zone and experiment with novel ideas. Also, some of you are our bootcamp graduate. This is a great time to use your skills that you learned and try to build something amazing. Especially this hackathon, it's not ending just as hackathon per se. Remember the skills and the knowledge you gain during this period. It has a great potential to unlock the possibility for you in future endeavor. So you need to embrace these opportunities and the skills you learned and try to see where it gonna brings you next. With hard work, passion, and then the people you're gonna get to know this hackathon, you will be surprised that in next years where you're gonna be with. Perhaps you made your future co-founders here, your best friend here, maybe someone special, or you will get your future employees here. So this hackathon could be a full of different opportunity you never expected, and I want you to grasp everything you can. So let's make the most of this opportunity together. We will be always here. Let's stay in contact, and all the best for every of your projects.
Thank you, Eomji. Really amazing words. Now, for next speaker, I would like to introduce Zurek Svir from Mantle. I'll quickly add him to the stage, and he will be able to share more a bit about Mantle and also show a couple of words for you.
Hello there, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Okay. Yes, loud and clear.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, so very, very quickly about Mantle. So we are an EVM layer 2 network. We're incubated and supported by BitDAO, which is, of course, the largest DAO on Earth if you only consider the liquid treasury, so the non-native token treasury. We just quickly about our tech stack. We're an optimistic rollup. We're using some interesting innovations, including MPC tech that takes our withdrawal rates from 7 days to approximately, somewhere between 1 and 2 days. We are decoupling execution and data availability layers, which basically means we've been working with EigenLayer, which is, of course, our ecosystem love child at this point. Everybody's tweeting and writing threads about EigenLayer, but we've worked with them since perhaps last summer or so in kind of designing this kind of modular architecture where we use EigenLayer's EigenDA as our data availability layer. So really what that means is the heaviest part of the rollup data is posted on a separate layer, not on Ethereum mainnet. And what that means is we get significantly lower gas fees than many of the other optimistic rollup solutions and other layer 2s. And a lot of people actually forget that it's not only lower fees, it is significantly more consistent gas fees, which if you have followed what's happening lately in our ecosystem, especially on Ethereum, gas fees have been all over the place. So in terms of like financial modeling for your dApp and things that you're building, you can be much more certain about what your gas fees are going to be, and not care so much about what meme coin is currently in fashion. But otherwise the developer experience is more or less identical to any other EVM. So that's, if you're a Solidity developer, if you've built on basically any other EVM layer 2 or even mainnet, it's very easy for you to jump ship and connect to our RPC endpoint, add another chain ID, and you're good to go. Otherwise, in terms of Mantle, we're focused on BD, building our ecosystem. We have an excellent grants program that we also encourage everybody to apply to. Just a quick alpha here for all of the exciting projects that will be built here and exciting teams that are building here. We will be taking a much closer look in terms of potential future grants, even after the bounties with this hackathon. Yeah, but all in all, we're friendly. Please ask questions during this hackathon. If we, for some reason, don't respond, don't hesitate to ping us again. Sometimes things get busy, but we'll try to be as responsive as possible. And yeah, super excited to see all of the projects that are being built. I don't know, Yasin, question to you. Should I be going through the bounties? Do you want me to do a quick TLDR on the bounties, or what's
we actually have dedicated slides, so we'll go through each of them, and we'll highlight all the information, like what prizes and what we actually want to see built for the duration of the hackathon. So we got this covered.
Awesome. That's it from me.
Fantastic. Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
Right. So these were some really, as you can see, you're going to be engaging with some really exciting tech for the duration of the hackathon. So thank you, Veer, for highlighting everything. And now let's move on to the exciting part. Is like what you can end up building, and you might end up winning. So what's next? A lot of you actually end up participating in these hackathons and are on their own, which is something we're completely and well aware of. This is why we have set up the Discord, which you all by now should have access to. We have dedicated channels for each of them, and you will be able to form teams. So feel free to ask around. We'll be able to help you out and make sure to find a proper teammate matching the skill sets that you're actually looking for. So if you have any preferences, if you're looking for somebody with more back-end experience or front-end experience, make sure to let us know. Share that on the Discord channel in the dedicated groups, and we'll be able to help out. After that, as we said, we have some really interesting workshops lined up that will be happening this and next week. After which, the focus will be switching directly to working on your project. So if you have a nice, interesting idea, you might stay on the ideation phase for the next 10 or so days while attending the workshops, which might be able to help you out into finding what exactly you want to be building. And after that, you will have good 2 more weeks, or even start building right now. No one's stopping you, but again, up to you and how you want to utilize your time. Throughout all these 4 weeks, you can rely on one-on-one mentorship, which is something that you can directly reach out to me. We can schedule a call. We will be able to, have a chat, see where you are, any problems you might have, any roadblocks, and again, I'll try and help you out as much as I can so that you end up submitting something and hopefully win it. And again, that is the ultimate goal in the end. We want you to submit something, which should be the ultimate goal of this hackathon. So a lot of you end up sometimes biting off more than they can chew. So try and focus on making sure you end up submitting something. So find a suitable idea and just push as hard as you can. Again, in the next weeks, we will be doing the workshops, which also involve technical support. As Via said, he and also representatives of Mantle will be part of the Discord. So if there's anything that our team cannot help out with, we will definitely be relying on them, and they will be helping you around with a lot of support on while you're building. Again, the Discord is the one place that you need to be most active to, and reach out in case you have any questions. And yes, we will help out with as much as we can. Now, moving on to the bounties and the prizes with them. We have 4 different bounties, the 4 different bounty tracks. First one being the best DeFi project, which we have 2 prizes of 1,250, and they require creation of an implementation of Mantle. So those can be completely different things. They might be core protocol tools, as you can see, educational ecosystem tools, use cases for any NFTs, and the metaverse, DAOs, DeFi, dApps, you name it. But these are kind of like some of the ideas that you might want to pursue and look into if you want to try and submit something for the DeFi track. The other one is the NFT, kind of self-explanatory. We would be looking to see some interesting NFT or Web3 gaming related projects or submissions, and again, hopefully something really interesting to see and evaluate by the end of the submission deadlines. The best content is a track for creation of fun and engaging piece of content that educates people about Mantle and all of its benefits. There's no limitations to what it has to be, as long as it's again engaging and educating. So ideas for this can be some sort of memes, videos, articles, tutorials, blogs, or any Twitter threads, Medium articles. So you use a medium that you're comfortable with, use a topic that you understand really well, and find a way to engage with the community in the best way that you can. And again, in the end, 25 of you will end up winning a reward based on the success of what you've managed to do. And lastly, best UX, which is to build an app that raises the bar for UX in some way. This is by far the most complicated one, because obviously we know how bad UX can be in the Web3 space. So it is a really challenging one. And again, 2 prizes of 1,250. So if you consider yourself a good UX UI designer, this might be the track for you. And as to what you can expect in the upcoming weeks, like the key dates. Obviously, today is the launch of the hackathon. So by now, since you're here, we expect that you've already registered. If you haven't, there's still time. So you can head out to our webpage and sign and register so that you can stay up to date with everything that is important for the hackathon. Other than that, the submission deadline is going to be on Sunday, 6th of June. That is by the end of these 4 weeks, when we expect for all of you to submit everything that you've done for the duration of the hackathon. And we will follow up with a finale and prize giving event, which is going to be which is going to be on the 21st of June, once we've had the time to evaluate all of your submissions and the jury's made their mind on who should be the finalists. And again, we run the program in a way that the finalists are going to be the best projects from the hackathon, which will be invited and will get the opportunity to pitch live and compete for the top prizes. So this is after submitting, this is going to be your next goal, winning. Again, for workshops, we've already said that we've had some interesting ones lined up for the upcoming 2 weeks. First one being the Zero the Hero, which is the getting started on Mantle, which is going to take place tomorrow from 17:30. All the times are actually on BST, since we're mostly based in the UK. But you should all by now, if you're registered, have the invites in your calendars. So make sure to check your calendars, RSVP accordingly, and tune in, because this is going to be some amazing content that you would not want to be missing. Second workshop is going to be on how to create an NFT on Mantle, which is going to be on the day after, on the 11th of May. And the next one being and the last one being next week on the 16th of May, which is going to be about sloping all the yummy on-chain data. It's a really interesting title, and I'm absolutely sure it's going to be even more interesting content for you to consume. In terms of next steps of what you can do after this one, obviously join Discord if you haven't already. Our team and our ops team will make sure that you get a dedicated role, which will help you out to have access to the private channels for this hackathon. You will be able to then engage, hopefully find teammates. So don't be a stranger, reach out. As Eomji said, you never know who's going to be the next person you meet. Might be your co-founder, might be someone that you're going to end up treasuring really much in the future. So all the participants in this hackathon are like-minded people that are willing to build, get out of their comfort zones, create something new, hopefully win some prizes, and who knows, maybe in the future start a startup and a company that we'll get to know really well in the Web3 space. Again, don't miss out on working on taking part of workshops. As I said, really interesting topics have been selected for you. And lastly, building your projects, but building with the idea of submitting, which is the ultimate goal for this. A lot of participants end up being part of hackathons, but truly, if you end up submitting, that's when you've really had participated in the hackathon itself. So if you have one goal for this hackathon, it should be to submit something. Lastly, before we round everything up, there's going to be we just want to cover some frequently asked questions that we've received. Obviously, if you have additional questions, I'll look in chat in a bit, or maybe even invite Eomji, who's been covering all the chat section up until now, and maybe we can go through some of the questions if you have any. If you have a question that has not been answered yet, or it's not on the screen right now, feel free to post it in chat, and we'll go through it in a minute. So starting off with who can take part. Do you need to have any pre-existing knowledge? That is not really the case. Anyone can participate. All of our programs, including the hackathons, are free to take part. So if you have a friend who's a designer and has no idea about what Mantle is, but might be interested to get to know, why not share and get them involved? All kind of skill sets are eventually going to end up being needed in the Web3 space. So both technical and non-technical are really, really welcome to participate in this hackathon. Do you need a team? No. So as long as you're comfortable with your skill set and everybody knows themselves the best, you're free to work on your own. But we do encourage you to work in a team, mostly because complementing skill sets, different backgrounds, again, networking, friendships. It's going to be a much better experience for you for the next 4 weeks by having someone to share all of these experiences with. Whether you can, the other question is, can I enter in an existing project? So say you've been working on something on a previous hackathon, and you have something really interesting that you've already worked and invested some time already on. Yes, you can be using this project, but you need to make sure that you make some significant progress for the duration of this hackathon. That means that we want to see something new being built, what you've added for it, like how did you use the time for this hackathon to actually make your project better. So there's even if you want to prize with your project at a different hackathon, we want to see something new added. So you're free to use a project that you've worked on previously, but it should be clear what you've managed to achieve and what are the new kind of features that have been implemented. Where can I find info and resources for this hackathon? I don't know if it's been shared already, but we have a dedicated hacker pack, which Eomji just shared. The hacker pack should be your cheat sheet for the duration of this hackathon. Like everything that you might be in need of, any questions that you might have, 99% of the chance they've already been answered in this really amazing document. That means all the information about key dates, all the workshops, speakers, different bounties, ideas on what to build for in order to win some of these prizes, as well as relevant documentation for each of them, so that you end up building something of value by the end. Will there be technical support? Yes, as we have said, he and their team will be in our Discord. Our team will also be there all the time. So as long as any of us will be able to help, we will make sure to do so. And where can I get up-to-date info? Obviously, Discord. Discord is a place that we will make sure to keep each and every one of you up to date. We'll make sure to be sharing updates in the announcement channel. And hopefully, and again, if there's something that we haven't covered yet, make sure to make yourself known, post a message, say hi, and we'll follow up with all the relevant information there. I'll be happy to go through the question section right now if there's anything that hasn't yet been replied to yet by Eomji. If there's going to be a recording of this event, yes, there's going to be a recording of the launch event. There's going to be a recording of from all of the workshops. So everyone that is taking part and has access to our Discord channels will get access to all the recordings of all the sessions. But yes, you are encouraged to participate in these events, mostly because you get the chance to ask your questions and engage with the speakers, which is going to be something really valuable in the building phase of this hackathon. Join Discord server, you haven't yet. Yes. Let me quickly check any other questions. Some of you already using Mantle, which is really nice. Fantastic. What's next? We've already covered. If you have any other questions, feel free to post them in chat. We'll be happy to support and reply. And again, 4 weeks sounds like a lot of time, but trust me, the time really flies, especially with some interesting workshops in between. So be sure to find yourself a team. Make sure that all of you get aligned on what you want to see built. By the end, use the workshops to your advantage, and get to building, because in the end, a lot of people actually start building, but only a fraction of them end up submitting. So again, that should be the biggest goal for you, and eventually that will, at a certain point in time, translate into a win, into either this hackathon or one of our future ones. Don't hesitate to ask about tests and tokens. Yes. If you have problems with the faucet, make sure to post in chat. As we said, there's going to be technical support from Vera and his team. So if you need any extra tokens, we'll help out our team as well. So if you need any help with the faucets, just post, and we'll be there to help out. Right. With that, really a huge thanks for all of you that tuned in. This has been an amazing launch, and I'm looking forward to even more interesting and engaging events and workshops tomorrow, the day after, and next week. Thank you all, and see you around.